Do you see the improvement in like your school, for example, or in the kids that you do see driving because of the sim drifting?
100% yes.
Okay.
Um, in the beginning, like I wasn't really sure how it was going to kind of like how they were going to move over or like how it
Right.
was going to really happen, but I was kind of open to the idea.
Yeah.
Um, and then one comes in, then another comes in, and like usually at my school, people come like the first day and the second day, and then like I'm like, yo, you're good. You should go get a car.
Right.
You know, like that's pretty much how it works with me. And for the most part, like it's really I've only seen people like maybe once or twice, and then they're either getting a car or they're too
Yep.
young and they just keep coming back because they just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the kids that come from the sim world, like they're like on day two, and like the stuff that I got to teach them is like
Yeah.
not the mechanics of like letting go and doing the technique. It's more so like when you feel this momentum,
Yeah.
that should be a trigger for when you need to do a technique. And like you can't get that on the sim.
Right.
Right.
So like building momentum and feeling it build up as you're taking a corner and knowing when like, oh, I wound my car up enough so now I can flick and let that energy. You can't. You can maybe get it through the wheel a little bit, but
Right.
like I'm not saying it won't get like that, but from what I've seen, like you can't replicate that part of real life
Right.
driving.
Can't
So
feel the G's and the momentum.
yeah, the
Yeah.
G's, everything, and like how that translate and like how does that play a role in like what you're doing and how you're
Yeah.
going to tandem with someone or should you dive in the pocket or not. And that's what I kind of do. Like the sim guys come to me and they're like, I see them drive, I'm like, yo, this is great, but it can be better, and let me show you how. Like try this or try that, or and then they're like, okay, this works, this feels good, like let me keep on doing this, and then it just kind of goes from there. So I'm all about it. I think it's great. There is some bad habits that come out of it sometimes, in my
Okay.
opinion, but I think they kind of learn they have to kind of change their driving, not style, but like
Mhm.
throttle modulation, and they have to realize that more than likely when they get a car in real life, it's not going to be a 600 horsepower car that you have in the sim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But they all do really good. So everybody that I see, I tell them like, if it's in the cards and you have the budget to get a sim,